Hi, my friends. Thanks for coming for chair yoga. So I'll give you a few minutes to get set up. I have my regular dining room chair and I have a yoga blanket that I'm going to use for my feet because I'm petite. So I'll give you a couple minutes to get settled in, to find a chair, find a comfy place to sit, maybe turn on some music, get a glass of water, and I'll be right here when you come back. Okay, great. See you in a minute. Okay, looks like my little friend is here to join me. So we'll see what happens, how this goes. So lovely to have you here. Find a place where you can settle down in your chair. And if you have a little pet you want to hold on to, that'll be great. If not, see if you can rock a little bit from side to side in your chair. Simply feeling where you are making contact with your chair, particularly where you can find your shoulder blades on the chair. And don't worry too much if your back is right up against the chair or not. It's just a simple sit. Legs are about hip width apart. Hands are on the thighs. Some soft movement here and there. And then coming back to center. Let yourself look around your space. See the quality of light. Perhaps let your eyes rest on something that's beautiful right nearby you. Some piece of art or a floral arrangement or simply the curve of your furniture, the curve of your couch, quality of light coming from your lamps. And then take your awareness down to your feet. And give a little bend down to the feet. Snuggle your pelvis into the back of your chair so that when you rise back up, you are seated pretty much upright. Let's pause for a moment. Notice if you need any kind of support for your back. I'm going to get a little pillow. A little pillow. This is just a little decorative pillow that I have. And as I snuggle my pelvis back into the back of the chair, I'm going to find just the right spot for that pillow. For me, it's about the center of my spine in the back, just about back there, so that I can sit in such a way that when I breathe, my belly can softly expand forward. And even now, bring your hands to your belly. If it's available for you, close your eyes, breathing in and out in an easy, ordinary breath. Sense the movement of your belly as you breathe in. The belly swells forward. As you breathe out, the belly softens and releases down and in. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose or mouth. Effortless, ordinary breathing. Any little wiggles that need to come as you settle into relative stillness from the movement of your day. Let them come and let them pass through your body, in and out and around and through. And beginning now to deepen your breath. Perhaps you might even want to count your breaths in for a count of 5 or 6 or 4. And then breathing out with the same duration. Breathing in for 4 or 5 counts, releasing your breath for 4 or 5 counts. If you're willing, you can try a little experiment silently breathing in with the vowel sounds A, E, I, O, U. And breathing out, allowing your mouth to shape into those sounds. And returning to simple, ordinary breathing, letting your hands float back down to your thighs, palms down or palms up as you wish. Taking a feather-light scan through your body, simply noticing and observing the quality of energy in your body from the skull, through the shoulders, your right arm, left arm, upper body, middle body, pelvis as it rests on the chair, upper legs, knees, lower legs, ankles, and feet. And sense your whole body as one unit. Then gently bring the palms of the hands together, begin to give them a little rub. Your eyes can flutter open if you wish, or you can just simply leave them closed. Taking your awareness to the sense of the skin around your hands and lifting the hands up. Letting your gaze follow, if it's easy, for your neck, and then over to your right. Down in between your knees, to your left. And rising back up again. Take a nice big in-breath. Reach skyward. Exhale, let the arms fan out to the sides. And then let the hands just come, the arms come to rest, the hands alongside you as you begin to roll your shoulder blades on your back body. Rolling the shoulders, feeling this movement of the shoulder blades on the chair, and allow the head and neck to simply follow along wherever it wants to go. No need to hold it in one position, because as you move your shoulders, the tendons and ligaments in your neck also respond. Coming back to neutral, reach down with your right arm, up with your left. Take a nice breath. Spread wide, exhale, come back to neutral. Long in-breath, exhaling, reaching now, the left arm down, the right arm up. Inhale, stretching wide, exhale, coming home. Inhale, exhale, switching to the other side. Once again, this long stretch that opens, comes back. Simply allowing your breath to come to its own natural rhythm as you continue this. Reaching down and up, open, wide, and coming back to neutral. Reaching down and up, opening wide, and coming back to neutral one more time each side. this gentle movement in the upper body, letting the head and neck move. Beginning now to find a little bit more air underneath your armpits. You can follow along exactly with what I'm doing, or you can switch around, you can go off map. You can innovate and create. As you bring your fingertips to your shoulders, maybe you go asymmetrical for a while. You want my little pillow. Finding the rhythm of your own breath once again. And then releasing the arms skyward. Lean back into your chair. Let the back of the chair support you as the arms float freely in space, continuing to find that sense of air and lift in the armpits and the upper ribs and the lungs. Rotating through your wrists. Let's do a little chair hula. This is the palm tree. Remember from my days in Honolulu. And then both arms lift up, begin to stretch the legs to reach, starting to integrate the low body in. And maybe now you can let go of your yoga blanket. Perhaps you feel a little bit more length. Spread the knees wide. Rock a bit from side to side. Keep the pelvis nicely weighted as the upper body waves and moves. We're working with our fluid body now. These movements are designed to help stretch your lungs, the middle body, the middle spine, all the way up through the skull. Now we're beginning to bring this movement down into the pelvis. And then begin to let this movement start to circle you around. You might even want to come forward on your chair a little bit as the torso circles on the spine. That didn't make sense. The torso circles on the spine. The torso circles the pelvis. I'm glad you all have a sense of humor. And it's good to have a sense of humor about your body. And then pause on one side, just whatever side comes around. Tip and stretch and reach. And then as you come back through neutral, reverse the direction of the spiraling of your torso and the stability of your pelvis. And then eventually tip over to the opposite side. Give a nice stretch, a reach. Exhale. Release. Come back to neutral. Snuggle the pelvis back onto the back of the chair. Now we'll move a little bit to our feet. So raise up your toes and undulate your toes. You might notice, you might even feel this a little bit in your fingers. And that's pretty cool. It's part of our brain neurology, the brain mapping. Just wiggling the toes. And then lift the toes. Bring the balls of the feet back down to the mat and bring down your pinky toe, fourth toe, third toe, second toe, and large toe. Draw the heels in towards your chair. Rise up on your tiptoes, all the way up and then through the ball of the foot, down the foot. Coming up to the ball of the foot, press up through your tiptoes, down to the ball of the foot and the whole foot. Up onto the ball of the foot, like you're on tiptoes, and then press through your toes. And don't worry too much if it doesn't look just like mine. Now, just the left foot just kind of floats up and presses, and the right foot floats up and presses. And the left foot floats up and presses a couple of times, and the right foot floats up and presses a couple of times. Lift your left foot or your right foot, rotate through your ankles. And again, we're not trying to grind coffee or make it very forceful. We're simply moving the fluid in the joints. And if you feel a little cracking, ease up a bit. Let it be very friendly kind of circling. Reach the foot towards the screen. Press the sole of the foot, drawing the toes back towards your body, and then let everything down on that foot. Let's go to the other side. Just simply circling through the ankle. Nice breath. Take a look around the room. Soften your gaze. Relax. Relax. I don't really care for that as a command, to tell you the truth. I prefer to think of release your breath. Let your energy flow. Stretch the foot towards the screen, reaching, and then flex your ankle. Draw the toes back towards your torso. And let that foot come down. Take the feet wide. Rock a little bit from side to side to find an easy placement for your pelvis, for your sitting bones on your chair. And we're going to tip forward, keeping the spine more or less straight, and then back, and then to a cat stretch. Inhale, rise through the center. Exhale, tip forward, tilting the pelvis forward. Coming back to neutral, find your next out breath, cat stretch. Pressing the back body into the chair, rising up through neutral. Exhale, tilting forward. Inhale through the center. Exhale, cat stretch. Inhale to rise. Exhale, tilting forward. Inhale through the center. Exhale, cat stretch. Inhale to rise once more. Exhale, tilting forward. Inhale through the center. Exhale, cat stretch. Inhale to rise. A nice little wiggle, wiggle, glide. Find the center, close your eyes. And allow the reverberations of that movement to flow through your body, through your bony structure, through your muscles, through your fluid body, and your organ body. Let's take a communal in-breath as you flutter your eyes open. Communal out-breath. Release the arms. Inhale, stretch the arms skyward, see them in space. As you exhale, tip over to your right. Inhale through the center. Exhale to your left. Inhale through the center. Exhale to your right. Inhale through the center. To the right. Inhale through the center. Coming back to the center, draw the legs together and wiggle walk yourself to the front of your chair. Find your breath once again, and lifting not from your shoulders, but from the center of your body, as if there was a little knob of energy right there that lifts you up with your in-breath, and as you exhale, twist to the right, wrapping your left arm on the right thigh, and the right arm can rest on the back of your chair. Stay here for 5 breaths. Breathing into your right ribs, letting your gaze go about 12 feet away. One more in-breath here. Exhale to soften with your next in-breath, lifting the right arm overhead, crisscross it over the front of the body, bow down. Inhaling, rise up as if you're taking off an imaginary t-shirt, and come back to neutral. Inhale, both arms rise up. Exhale, twisting to your left, taking now your right hand to your left thigh and your left arm to rest on the back of the chair. Find a sweet spot. Pelvis is mostly staying forward as the twist occurs in your spine. Soften what you can soften. And have 5 breaths here, breathing into the left side body. Softening your gaze. Soften, lengthen the back of the throat. Oh, and one more long in-breath. Long velvety out-breath. And then inhaling, lifting the left arm skyward. Crisscross the arms at the elbows, bow down. Inhaling, rise up, taking off this imaginary t-shirt, and then letting the arms come to hang beside the body. Scoot yourself back, wiggle walk yourself back to about the middle of your chair. And open your left thigh. And then stretch the right leg out. Twist the body open so that you can come to what would be, if we were standing, a warrior pose. And stretch your right arm up, out to the side, lift, and then wrap it around behind your back body. Inhale the left arm skyward, peaceful warrior. Reach back a little if you wish, exalted warrior, crisscross everything around, and come back to neutral. Take a little cat stretch. Inhaling, rise to neutral. And then just kind of wiggling yourself around. You've got the right leg is now open. The left leg is extended. We're in a warrior pose. Inhaling now, the left arm skyward. See it rise in space. Wrap it all the way around your body, all the way around the back. And inhale, your right arm skyward. See the space above you, peaceful warrior. And then if you wish, flare open your right ribs. Reach into the space behind you. Exhaling, soften everything all the way around. Come back to neutral. Cat stretch the back. And inhale to rise. Take your hands and use your hands to bring your legs back to neutral. And hip walk yourself once again to the front of your chair. Rest for a moment here. Notice and observe any differences that you feel in your body since we began our practice just a few short minutes ago. One more long, silky in-breath in. Exhaling, roll the shoulder blades onto the back body. Lift the crown of the head. The shoulders are nicely pinned back, so the chest is nice and open. Press back with your middle body. Make sure you're not pressing forward and putting an unnatural arc in your back body. As you exhale, draw the chin to the forehead and pause. Breathing in. Exhaling, bringing the right ear to the right shoulder. Inhaling, exhale, the chin comes back to center. Breathing in. Exhale, taking the left ear to the left shoulder. Breathing in, exhale, back to center. And now you can allow the head and the neck to move in whatever way feels pleasant and comfortable. Imagining almost that you might even be having that sense of moving underwater The hands can shift and slide on the thighs. The low back can release. The middle back can release. So we're simply allowing the head to move at the top of the column of the spine. A couple more breaths. Exploring, allowing, and then coming back to neutral, back to stillness, letting the head rise on the spine, a little bobblehead, the atlas vertebra at the top of the spine, right in between the ears, creating just a soft little bobbing movement of the head. Coming back to neutral, heel and toe your feet out. Maybe bring yourself back a little bit. All these little hip walks are really good for you, for us, for our bodies. Create a little space in between your shoulders. Inhale to lift through the spine. Exhale, the chin comes down to the chest, and allow the weight of the skull to take you downward. Take the spine downward. Let the arms be heavy and hang. You don't have to come down as far as I do. It's not a contest. Hang for a breath or two. As you come to the next exhale, the bottom of the exhale, firm and tone the pelvic floor. Squeeze it together. Begin to rise through your back, stacking the internal vertebra. Feel free to use your hands to help you rise. So it becomes very effortless. Back to neutral spine. In breath to rise, exhale, rolling down, 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 letting the crown of the head reach towards the earth and hang softly. Full out breath, firm and tone the pelvic floor, the low belly, inhaling as you rise. And then just on your own time, a couple more times, just however you wish to go. Sighing is not only allowed, but encouraged. Rising back up. Roll the shoulders once again. And bring yourself a little bit more forward on your chair. Wiggle walking forward using the hip flexors. Taking your right or your left leg across your thigh. So the outside of the ankle comes to the top of the opposite thigh. With a simple, that's a hip opener, probably feeling a little bit of stretch and warmth right along the back and side of your uplifted thigh. If you wish, you can twist a little bit, come forward a bit. Nice and slow, though. We don't want any surprises for the body. We're operating from kindness. Kindness liberates energy. And then coming back through to neutral, interlace your fingers under your thigh and reach leg forward, lift it up, get a little hamstring stretch, and bring it back down. Just take a moment here, a couple of breaths to let that reverberations of that movement settle into your body. Flow through your body, the prana, the energy, the chi flows through the body. You don't have to push it or pull it. And then we'll come to the other side, bringing the ankle up. Letting the supporting leg shift around until it finds the place where you can be nicely supported in this. And once again, we're aiming for an architecture in the body, a forming of the bones in the body to get the sensitivity right along the back of the thigh. You can even bring your hands there to kind of soothe that place along. It's perfectly fine. Awareness follows touch. So if you're feeling achy someplace, We all know the beautiful wisdom of touch, that it just allows you to soothe and soften. And then if you wish, you can twist a little bit towards that leg, away from the leg, leaning forward. And then coming back to neutral, interlace your fingers, make a little basket underneath your thigh, stretch, flex the ankle, and come back to neutral. Press yourself back, bring your pelvis back, find your little pillow or any other little prop that you wish to have so that you can really settle yourself into an easy seated pose. And I'm going to bring my blanket back, and we're going to sit here and rest for just a few moments together. If there's any movements that still need to be expressed, maybe you have a little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle that needs to happen, a little jiggle, a little rolling here and there. Now is a good time to let all of that simply express in your body. And then begin to settle back down so that you can feel your shoulder blades, back of your heart. If it's easily available for you, close your eyes. If not, simply draw your awareness inward. Returning to ordinary, easy breathing. Gently guide your awareness to the base of your spine. Whatever that looks like for you, in your imaginal eye, the base of your spine. Let it pool there as if there's a little pool of water there. And as you witness and observe the little pool of water, imaginal pool of water at the base of your spine, you see there's a little bubbling there like a spring that's rising. And then notice as you breathe in how that spring, that bubbling up, rises up through your spine with your in-breath all the way up to the top of the spine. As you breathe out, this spring water cascades down the front of the body. Breathing in, tracking up the back body, the back of the spine. Over the top of the skull, breathing out, down the front. Breathing in, rising up the back body. Breathing out, cascading down the front body. Waterfall breath. Allow this image to float in and out of your awareness for the next few moments together as we sit in silence. Our breath, a cascading flow of energy up the spine, down the spine, through the body. And now beginning to deepen your breath. And any images, colors, sensations, memories, emotions that arise, allow them to arise with your breath. Pass through your consciousness and recede into softness, of your consciousness once again. Deepening the breath. Sighing out, if that's comfortable for you. And drawing the palms of the hands together, give them a little rub and bring them to your face. The palms of the hands across the cheeks, about the weight of an egg or two. And allow the hands to roam across the territory of your face, your skull, jaws, the chin, the throat. And bringing the palms of the hands to cup over your eyes. Let your eyes flutter open softly there behind the shelter of your own two hands. And then gently drawing your face away from your hands away from your face. Let your gaze softly roam around your environment, the space that you're in. Seeing from far to near through the middle field. And again, coming back to your center. Thank you, my friends, for joining me for this beautiful practice of kindness, of breath, of freedom and intuition. Bring the palms of the hands together at the midline of your body. Draw your hands to your heart. If you wish, we can close with chanting one Om. If not, simply listen. Feel free to chant. Breathing in and out. Breathing in to chant. Thank you, my friends. May you find peace in your body, breath in your mind, and see kindness and welcome wherever you go. Namaste. Thank you so much. Have a lovely evening, a lovely day. Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you again soon.